young chillin', a YouTube internet media villain. Can't be what you want her to be. She's a babyface heel on the first degree.
Alright, we kick off with SmackDown from August the 7th. Come out with a promo. Cody Rhodes tries to cut a promo. He calls out Randy Orton, but CM Punk comes out and they discuss if Punk knew that Randy Orton was at their match at SummerSlam. Punk says no. But then Kevin Owens comes out. He addresses CM Punk. He takes over the whole deal. They have a back and forth. I believe Cody leaves. We have a rematch for the U.S. Championship. Baron Corbin defeated Trick Williams again.
Trick Willie.
Yeah, truly, he whooped that trick. WD.
You can't say it.
Women's champ Chelsea Green, she cuts a promo introducing Tiffany Stratton, but Fatal Influence also comes out. They have a back and forth, which sets up a tag team match, whereas Fatal Influence defeated Tiffany Stratton and Chelsea Green. Afterwards, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, the Irresistible Forces, they jump Tiff and Chelsea. Randy Orton was about to cut a promo, and then Cody Rhodes comes out. He runs in, chases Randy out for a second. They have a back and forth. It was pretty much a great promo. Charlotte Flair defeated Jade Cargill thanks to Alexa Bliss and I shouldn't say new, but new arriving Tatum Paxley from NXT and the Baddies. Because of all of that, they had a fight outside, interference, and that helped Charlotte Flair to defeat Jade Cargill. And that was SmackDown. Very short on matches, but long on yak. We have Raw for August the 10th. Solo Sikoa opens the show, but Jey Uso comes out and interrupts. They have a back and forth. Pretty much just sets up the match between them for later, with the stipulation is if Jey Uso wins, he has to take Solo back to the bloodline, and Solo has to kowtow, as they say, just like Jacob Fatu had. Yep. And that was the stipulation for that match, but it was later in the show. First match was the first round for the number one contenders heavyweight championship tournament. Mouthful. Penta defeated the Laredo Kid. He's from the AAA. He's the mixed tag team champion. I don't know the woman that he's co-champion with. Next up was Division's Austin Theory. He defeated Tozawa from the Alpha Academy. After the match, Obafemi saves Tozawa from Braun Breaker. They have a stare down. Stephanie Vacour, she comes out and cuts a promo. Becky Lynch interrupts. They have a back and forth because both of them are gunning for Liv Morgan and the championship. AAA Mega Champ Dom Mysterio, aka Dum Dum, he loses to Dragon Lee of all people. Well, I shouldn't say that, but he loses to Dragon Lee. Afterward, Big Cass sneaks out from up under the stage, up under the ring. He attacks Dragon Lee. Javon Evans, who was attacked by Big Cass the week before, he tries to make the save, but The Judgment Day loses to Sol Ruka and Io Sky. Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman, they have a backstage convo. Braun Breaker asked Paul, do you think Obafemi is the future of the WWE? And of course, Paul Heyman, being the master manipulator as he is.
He's a good manipulator.
Manipulator.
No, manipulator.
He says, I have to respect Obafemi, but unless you can do something that will stop me from respecting Obafemi, then please, by all means, go ahead. Playing up to Braun Breaker's ego. And like I said, the master manipulator. Jey Uso beats Solo Sikoa thanks to interference from Jimmy Uso. So now Solo Sikoa must go back to the bloodline just like Jacob Fatu. And that was Raw.
Who's your wrestler of the week?
This week I really don't have anyone in particular.
I'm gonna say Chelsea Green. It's been a long time coming for her to be like on top, and I like when she's on top. A lot of people are like, Chelsea Green's such a like bad wrestler, and it's like, no, Chelsea Green is an amazing wrestler. WWE doesn't know how to use her.
All of that said, you know, the women's championship curse kicked in. She's hurt, and she's out for an
definite amount of time.
Yeah.
It is a really bad curse.
She has a fractured orbital bone, which is right here up by your eye.
Didn't that happen to Rhea like a year or two ago?
Yes. Also happened to the dead man. He had to wear a mask because he wanted to continue to wrestle.
I wouldn't
and a
suggest
couple other
doing any of
people
that.
It's happened to.
I only remember Rhea's because she had like the black mask, and then she came back with the like horn thing that was like kind of Art the Clowny like for Halloween. Yeah. So I remember that. But I'm just like, But I know a lot of people hate on Chelsea Green because they just don't like her personality as the character, and it's like, that's a good thing. That means she's doing a great job.
Exactly. I think I told you that about a year or so ago.
You did.
Yep.
And I've grown to like watch her, and I'm like, Chelsea Green is honestly really good at making you hate her.
Yep.
But she's a good wrestler too, and I'm like,
yeah, she's very experienced. I've watched her over several different federations, and she's been nothing but like a professional.
And I just think it's really messed up because a few months ago, one of the announcers he called her just a filler person, and he like.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but she even beat Penta.
Yeah.
And broke his arm back in the old Lucha Libre.
Yeah.
Lucha Underground.
When one of the announcers called her a filler person, she went on a podcast. She was like, "That really hurt my feelings." Like she knows she's like, "I know I am, but you don't have to say it out loud." It's like, but she's also getting a bag without actually having to put her body through so much work.
Yeah.
Are we really mad at Chelsea?
I respect her. Yeah.
Yeah.
She is the most. I would say the most entertaining out of everybody that they're trying to throw down our throats right now.
That's true. Solo being dragged back, kicking and screaming like a whining child. Love it.
Yeah.
But they're gonna nuke his character, and I don't want them to do that. But Jay beating Solo and Solo having to come back, I love it. But they're going to nuke his character, and I don't want them to do that. Solo is honestly way better when he has no one with him. He's way funnier, he's way more charismatic, he's just more like of a like someone you want to watch instead of someone who's just annoying.
Yeah. You actually have an interest in what he's going to do next. Now that he's going back to the bloodline, you really don't care. Unless you want to see if he's going to like sabotage him from the inside, or other than that, you don't want to know about him.
Yeah, because the progression of Solo Sikoa's like whole personality is like been really interesting to watch. Because he started off like completely quiet. We didn't really hear him talking that much. He was just stone cold. Then we see him become this angry monster. Then he becomes a dictator. Then he becomes this really funny dude who's just pretty much, I got nothing to lose. let me just do whatever. I like that. The progression of his character is really interesting. Is Otis out on injury?
I forget. I know he did get. Didn't he get smashed with a chair up against the ring post at one point?
Yeah.
If he did, then yeah, that would have been him going out.
Okay, because I'm like, Tozawa wrestling by himself doesn't really happen that much. So, wild to me. I wonder if Chad Gable will ever get back with those two, since Maxine Dupree is no longer there to stop that from happening. And seeing as Tozawa is all by himself because Otis is currently out, I could see him going towards Gable for some help and back up against the Vision.
Yeah, but Gable getting ready to set himself up for the tournament.
Yeah. Gable has kind of like, he may have like left Grande Americana behind, but he's still like being pushed more towards the like Hispanic wrestling area.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He just set up a match between him and Rey Mysterio.
I don't hate it. I like it because Chad Gable changing from being a douchebag to being someone who's like actually caring about this more. I respect that because he learned about traditional wrestling and now he's learning about lucha libre, and it's like, that's great that he's learning different wrestling styles. Be crazy if he started learning German wrestling or Japanese wrestling. Okay, the Vision is the last thing I wanted to talk about because it's very important to me. Braun Breaker is gonna snap. Not Braun Breaker. Bronson Reed. No, it was Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker, yeah.
Braun Breaker is going to snap. And if Braun Breaker doesn't snap, Bronson Reed's gonna come back and everybody up.
Well, he's coming back regardless. It's just a matter of when.
True.
But I believe Braun Breaker is working himself up to be the next opponent for Obafemi.
Yeah, because if you just watched him like the past few weeks, he's kind of just been sitting there during interviews, like just staring off into space.
Yeah, he's wondering what he has no direction. He had no direction, especially at that time when our special guest Derek JB James Brown Jr. Braun Breaker was feeling like he had no direction, especially since Paul Heyman had left them to their own devices with your girl.
Maxie Dupree.
Yes, Dupree.
But
So he had no direction because he was getting all his directions from Paul Heyman. But now Paul Heyman just gave him a sort of ultimatum.
yeah, but
Now he has purpose.
But that also leads you to like have the thought process that Braun Breaker is kind of a dog. Like his mindset is he can only be commanded to do things. He no longer does things on his own free will anymore.
Right.
Which I don't like because his character first started off as, I'm the most crazy person on the yard, I'm going to do what I want, and now he needs permission to do anything. I can't really work with it.
I don't think it's so much permission. He has no direction. Stuff is all wide open to him, and it's all there, and he has no idea what should he go and do next.
Like way too much variety.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Paul told him, if you do something with Obafemi, and he left it at that. And so now that in his mind, he's like, okay, he's giving me a subliminal suggestion. That's my next step.
Okay.
I think we're meant to be, but I fucked up definitely. She keeps on texting me. Do I like her? No, definitely. I'm just like Stephanie. Do I like her? Yes, especially.